Welcome back, everybody, for another deep dive. This time, we're heading over to the UAE to look at their plan to become like a global leader in AI.
Oh, wow.
And they want to do it by 2031, which isn't that far away.
Yeah, that's coming up quick.
Yeah, so they've got this whole document.
Right.
It's called the UAE National Strategy for Artificial Intelligence 2031. And it's serious. It's not just some, surface level thing. Like, it's got actual objectives and initiatives and all this. It's really interesting. So it's like they've looked into the future and said, this is how we're going to win.
Yeah, like they've got a plan.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So I'm excited to jump into this. It's
Yeah, me too.
It's pretty wild.
The UAE isn't just trying to use AI.
Right.
They want to be the ones who are building it. And exporting it.
Okay.
And shaping the future of it.
Interesting.
And they're putting their money where their mouth is.
Yeah.
They're saying that AI could bring
Wow.
335 billion dirhams to their economy,
Which
translates to about 91 billion US dollars.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So where are they going to put all this AI energy?
Right.
Are they trying to be...
Are they trying to do everything?
Yeah. Are they trying to be the best at everything?
That's what's really interesting, actually.
Right.
They're not trying to dominate every area of AI. They're focusing on where they already have strengths.
Okay.
And where they see opportunities.
Makes sense.
And they've come up with these four pillars for their strategy.
All right. Let's unpack those pillars.
Okay.
What's the first one?
So the first pillar is all about using what they're already good at.
Okay.
It's called industry assets and emerging sectors.
Industry assets and emerging sectors.
So think about the UAE resources and energy, logistics and transportation. They've got amazing...
They've got those huge airports.
Huge airports and ports.
Crazy.
And, of course, tourism and hospitality.
Always booming.
Yeah, always a big sector for them.
So they're taking what they're already good at and kind of AI is sci-fi.
Exactly, giving it that AI boost.
So what's pillar number 2?
Pillar number 2 is smart government.
Smart government. That makes sense.
Which, knowing the UAE, it's not that surprising.
Yeah.
They're known for having really efficient digital public services already.
They're ahead of the game.
But now they want to use AI to make it even better.
Okay, so how would that work?
So imagine, quicker response times.
Okay.
When you're dealing with the government.
Yeah.
More personalized interactions.
Interesting.
And even using AI to get insights and make better policies.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
So it's like a truly smart government.
Okay, like it.
So then we move to pillar number 3, which is
data sharing and governance.
Data sharing and governance.
Right.
So the UAE gets it. They know data is super important for AI.
Makes sense.
And they have a really diverse population. So that means they have access to a lot of different types of data.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so they want to be leaders in open AI-ready data.
That sounds pretty cool, but also kind of scary, right? What about privacy?
No, you're right. It's a big concern.
Yeah.
And they know that they're planning to address data privacy head-on.
Okay.
By developing strong cybersecurity and making sure that data sharing is done responsibly and ethically.
All right. That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
So what about that last pillar?
So the fourth one is all about the future.
Okay.
It's called New Generation of Regional Talent.
New generation of regional talent.
So they're not just thinking about right now. They're thinking about the next generation.
Oh, wow.
They want to build a workforce that can really work with AI.
Gotcha.
So they're investing in education and skills development.
Okay.
Not just for local talent, but also to attract people from around the world.
So it's kind of like they're building an AI army.
In a way. Yeah, that's really interesting. Yeah, they're going all in on AI.
Yeah, but how are they going to, turn this big vision into something real?
Yeah, how do they get it done?
They've got these pillars, but what are they actually doing?
So that's where the 8 specific objectives outlined in the strategy come in.
8. Wow.
Each one has concrete initiatives and action plans.
Wow.
So it's not just talk.
So it's like a blueprint.
Yeah, a roadmap for action.
Okay, I'm ready to dive into those objectives. What's the first one?
All right, so objective number 1 is all about building a reputation as an AI destination.
Okay.
They want to attract the best people, the best investments.
Makes sense.
So they need to create a buzz around what they're doing.
It's like branding, right?
Yeah, exactly, like becoming the Silicon Valley of the Middle East for AI.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
So they're actually launching a dedicated brand.
Really?
UAI.
UAI.
And this will be a mark of quality and ethics
for companies
that are developing AI in the UAE.
So it's like a UAI seal of approval.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so it's like a signal that they're serious.
That's smart.
And they're committed to responsible development.
Yeah, that's a good way to stand out.
Yeah.
Okay, so objective number 2.
Objective number 2.
Increase the UAE competitive assets in priority sectors through deployment of AI.
Yeah, that's the one where they really get specific.
This is where it gets real.
Yeah, rubber meets the road.
Yeah.
So they're talking about those industries we discussed earlier.
Yeah.
Resources and energy, logistics, tourism, and hospitality.
Uh-huh.
And they're going to provide support to companies in these sectors to help them use AI.
Okay, so paint me a picture. Like, what would an AI solution look like for tourism?
Okay, so imagine you land in the UAE.
Okay.
And you instantly get personalized recommendations based on what you like.
Okay.
So if you're a history buff, maybe it suggests some hidden historical sites.
Cool.
Or if you want to relax, maybe it recommends the best spas. And AI could help you with everything.
Right.
From booking flights and hotels to finding the perfect restaurant.
That sounds amazing. Sign me up.
Yeah, right.
What about their strength in resources and energy?
Okay, so they already use advanced technology in oil extraction.
Right.
But with AI, they can take it even further.
Okay.
Think about AI predicting when equipment needs maintenance.
Okay.
So they avoid any breakdowns.
Right.
Or AI finding the best routes for extraction.
Cool.
To be more efficient and minimize their environmental impact.
Right, and with all their sustainability initiatives.
Exactly.
I bet they're also looking at AI for renewable energy.
Of course, so AI can analyze weather patterns.
Okay.
To predict the best times for solar energy generation.
Yeah.
Or manage smart grids to balance energy supply and demand.
Smart.
And even help design better solar panels and wind turbines.
Wow.
So AI is really versatile. It can be applied in so many ways.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
It is. Okay, so objective number 3.
Objective number 3 is about creating the right environment for AI.
Okay.
It's called developing a fertile ecosystem for AI.
Okay. Developing a fertile ecosystem for AI. I like that.
Yeah. So they're talking about creating a space where AI can flourish.
Okay.
So how do they do that?
Yeah, like what does that look like?
Well, they're setting up an AI network.
Okay.
It's kind of like a digital hub.
Uh-huh.
Where researchers, industry experts, and policymakers can all connect.
Okay.
So they can collaborate and share knowledge.
Right.
And they're launching the Applied AI Accelerator.
Okay.
Which is all about giving funding and mentorship to AI startups.
Oh, so it's like an incubator for AI.
Yeah, exactly. Helping these young companies grow.
That's cool.
But they're not just focused on homegrown talent.
Right.
They also want to attract international experts and investment.
Okay.
So they created the AI incentive scheme for overseas companies.
Gotcha.
To encourage global AI giants to come to the UAE.
Oh, wow.
It's like they're saying, come join the AI revolution here. That's a great way to put it.
Yeah, they're really making a big push.
All right, what's next on their agenda?
So objective number 4 is a little different.
Okay.
It's about using AI for social good.
Okay.
Adopting AI across customer services to improve lives in government.
So it's not just about economic growth.
Right.
It's about actually helping people.
Exactly.
I like that.
So they're tackling real-world problems.
Gotcha.
Like obesity and heart disease,
right.
Traffic fatalities, and even air quality.
Wow.
They believe AI can make public services better.
Okay, so give me an example. Like, how could AI help with traffic fatalities?
Okay, imagine AI-powered traffic management systems.
Go ahead.
They can analyze data from cameras and sensors.
Okay.
And actually predict accidents before they happen.
Oh, wow.
And then they can adjust traffic flow to prevent those accidents.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's like an AI guardian angel for the roads.
That's a great way to put it.
And then in healthcare, they can use AI to personalize treatments.
Okay.
Improve diagnoses.
And even speed up drug discovery.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, it's like moving from a reactive system to a proactive one.
Right.
So you prevent diseases before they even happen?
That's a really cool concept.
Yeah, and this approach applies to so many things.
Like what?
Urban planning, environmental protection.
Cool, yeah.
AI can help design more sustainable cities.
Wow.
Optimize water usage. And reduce carbon footprint.
It's like they're building the city of the future.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
It does sound a little sci-fi, though.
Right.
Like, all this talk about AI makes me think about robots taking over and everyone losing their jobs.
That's a real concern.
Yeah.
And the UAE knows that.
Okay.
That's why their 5th objective is all about jobs.
Okay.
Attracting and training talent for future jobs. Enabled by AI.
So they're not just automating everything
Nope.
and hoping for the best.
They're thinking about the people
Okay.
whose jobs might be affected.
Good.
And they're investing in programs to help people adapt
Okay.
to the new economy.
So what kind of programs are we talking about?
Well, they're doing a lot.
Okay.
They're offering free public AI training courses.
Okay.
For anyone who wants to learn about AI.
Okay.
They've got specialized programs for students to prepare them for AI-related careers.
Right.
And they're also training government employees.
Okay.
So they can adapt to the changes in their jobs.
It's a multi-pronged approach.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yeah, they're really trying to make sure everyone's ready for the future.
So they're future-proofing their workforce.
Exactly.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
All right, what's the next objective on the list?
Okay, so objective number 6 is about connecting research with real-world applications.
Okay.
Bringing world-leading research capability to work with target industries.
So they're bridging the gap between the lab and the real world?
Exactly.
That's cool.
They want to make sure the latest AI advancements are actually being used to solve problems in their priority sectors.
So they're not just consuming AI knowledge.
Right.
They're contributing to it.
They're actively involved.
It's awesome.
Yeah, they're investing in R&D, attracting top AI talent from all over the world.
Okay.
And building partnerships with leading research institutions.
So tell me more about those partnerships. Like, how are they bringing international expertise to the UAE?
Well, one example is the National Virtual AI Institute.
Okay.
It's a hub for collaborative research, bringing together the best minds from the UAE and globally.
So it's like a global think tank for AI?
Yeah, exactly.
That's really cool.
And they have this program called the Key Thinkers Program.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Which brings top AI experts to the UAE to conduct research, give lectures, and mentor local talent.
So they're creating like a brain trust for AI.
Right here in the UAE.
That's really cool. Yeah. And then there's the AI library.
Yeah, it's an amazing resource.
Okay.
It's a digital library with research papers and resources, and it's open access, so anyone can use it.
Wow.
And it's in both English and Arabic.
That's really cool.
So it's making AI knowledge accessible to everyone.
So they're democratizing AI.
In a way, yeah.
Okay. Let's move on to objective number 7. What's that all about?
Objective number 7 is all about data.
Okay.
It's called Provide the Data and Supporting Infrastructure Essential to Become a Test Bed for AI.
So it's about making sure they have the data and the systems to support AI development.
Yeah, because data is the fuel for AI.
Right, and the UAE is in a unique position there.
They really are.
With their diverse population?
Their population gives them access to such a variety of data.
Right, so they've got data from people from all over the world.
Exactly.
Which is really valuable for training AI.
Yeah, it helps make the AI more accurate, less biased.
But we talked about data privacy before.
Right.
So how are they making sure people's information is protected?
So they're developing strict data governance frameworks and investing in cybersecurity. And they're learning from other countries.
Like who?
Like Estonia.
Okay.
They have a system called X-Road.
X-Road.
That allows for secure data sharing.
Interesting.
So they're looking at best practices around the world to find the right balance between open data and data protection.
That's a tough balance to strike.
It is, but it's important.
Okay, we're down to the last objective, number 8.
Number 8 is all about governance and regulation.
Ensuring strong governance and effective regulation.
Exactly.
So they're not just letting AI run wild.
Nope.
They're setting some ground rules.
They know that AI is powerful.
Right.
And they want to make sure it's used responsibly.
So they're creating a framework for responsible AI.
Yeah, one that prioritizes human well-being and social good.
Okay, can you give me some examples of how they're doing that?
So they've set up the UAE Artificial Intelligence and Blockchain Council, which is tasked with reviewing their approach to data management, ethics, and cybersecurity.
So they're thinking about it holistically.
Yeah, they're looking at the big picture.
That's good.
And they're engaging with the global community. They're hosting international AI experts to discuss responsible AI development.
It's cool.
And they're working towards creating an intergovernmental panel on AI.
Oh, wow.
Similar to the one on climate change.
Okay.
So it would be a global framework for AI regulation.
Because they're thinking globally.
Yeah. They want to ensure AI is used ethically worldwide.
That's impressive.
Yeah. It's a really proactive and comprehensive approach.
My head is spinning a little bit.
I know. It's a lot to take in.
But we've laid the groundwork.
Yeah.
Explored their vision and objectives. Now I'm ready to dig deeper into how they're putting it all into action.
That's good.
I'm excited to see what they're actually doing.
Me too.
All right, let's take a look at some of the specific initiatives and actions they're taking.
Let's do it.
To make this ambitious strategy a reality.
I think you'll be impressed.
I'm sure I will.
All right, so let's zoom in on some of the things that the UAE is actually doing to make this happen.
Okay.
One that I think is really interesting is their focus on attracting top AI talent from around the world.
Yeah, they've got that Key Thinkers program, right?
Yeah.
What's that all about?
It's not just about, like, offering big salaries. It's more about, like, the opportunity to be part of something that's really shaping the future.
Right.
They're inviting these leading experts to come to the UAE to do research, to teach, and to mentor.
That's cool.
So it's like, you're not just taking a job.
Right.
You're joining a movement.
Yeah, I like that.
But it's not just about global talent.
Right, they need to build up their local talent, too.
Exactly.
So what are they doing there?
So remember that fourth pillar we talked about?
New generation of regional talent.
Yeah, that's where this comes in.
Right.
They're investing a lot in education and training.
So what does that look like on the ground?
So they're offering these free public training courses for anyone who wants to learn about AI.
Cool.
They've got special programs for students.
Okay.
To get them ready for careers in AI.
Yeah.
And they're even training government employees.
Oh, wow.
To adapt to the changes AI will bring.
So it's like a whole society approach.
Yeah, they're trying to get everyone on board.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty ambitious.
So let's talk about research and development.
Okay.
What are they doing to stay ahead of the curve?
So they're putting a lot of money into research.
Okay.
They're partnering with top universities and research institutions. And they're creating a good environment for startups.
Okay.
So, like we talked about earlier, the National Virtual AI Institute.
Yeah, tell me more about that.
It's like a virtual hub where researchers can connect and collaborate.
Just all over the world.
Yeah, exactly.
That's really cool.
And they're not just focused on theory.
Right.
They want to see AI being used to solve real problems.
Okay.
Especially in those key sectors we talked about.
Energy, tourism, all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go back to data for a second.
Okay.
Their strategy really emphasizes data sharing and infrastructure.
They know that data is like the foundation of AI.
Right. AI can't learn without good data.
Exactly. And the UAE is in a good position.
Yeah, with all the different people who live there.
They have access to so much diverse data.
Which is good for AI, right?
It helps to make the AI more accurate and less biased.
But how are they dealing with privacy concerns?
They're taking it very seriously.
Okay.
They're creating strict rules for data governance. They're investing in cybersecurity.
Okay.
And they're looking at what other countries are doing.
To learn from their successes.
Exactly. They want to find the best way to do this.
Right. Balance openness with protection.
Yeah, it's a tough balance.
So one of the big worries about AI is jobs.
Right.
What are they doing about that?
They're tackling it from a few different angles.
Okay.
We talked about their training program.
Right, to help people learn new skills.
But what about the people whose jobs might actually disappear?
Yeah.
They're offering support to help them transition to new jobs.
So like career counseling and things like that.
Exactly. They're trying to make sure no one is left behind.
And they're even looking at more radical ideas.
Like a universal basic income.
Yeah, we talked about that.
It's an interesting idea.
If your job is automated, you still get some income.
Exactly. It's a way to ensure everyone benefits from AI.
That's pretty forward thinking.
It is. It shows they're thinking about the long term.
So all this stuff about AI and data can seem a bit abstract.
Right.
Can you give me some real-world examples of how they're using AI to help people?
So one area where they're making big strides is healthcare.
Okay.
They're using AI to personalize treatments, improve diagnosis, and even accelerate drug discovery.
Oh, wow. So AI could actually help create new medicines.
It could, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they're trying to push the boundaries of what's possible.
And they're also using AI to tackle public health issues.
Exactly, like obesity and heart disease.
Yeah.
Imagine an app that gives you personalized health advice.
Oh, like a virtual health coach.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
It can track your progress and motivate you.
That would be really helpful.
Yeah, it could make a big difference.
What about other areas?
So another big one is transportation.
Okay.
The UAE has amazing infrastructure.
Right, those big airports and highways.
But traffic can be a problem.
Yeah, especially in cities like Dubai.
So they're using AI to create smarter traffic management systems.
Okay.
That can reduce congestion.
So like AI controlling the traffic lights?
It could, yeah.
That's really cool.
And they're also investing a lot in self-driving cars.
Wow. So you could have autonomous vehicles driving around Dubai.
It's definitely a possibility.
That would be wild.
It would change everything.
What about sustainability?
That's a big priority for them.
Okay.
They're using AI to improve agriculture,
Okay.
optimize water use, and reduce their carbon footprint.
So they're trying to build a greener future with AI.
Exactly. It's not just about technology.
It's about using technology for good.
Right.
Let's talk about cybersecurity.
Okay.
Why is that such a big deal for them?
So in this digital world, cybersecurity is more important than ever.
Right, especially for a country that's so tech-focused.
They're using AI to create stronger cybersecurity systems.
Okay.
That can stop attacks and protect data.
It's like an AI shield.
Yeah, exactly.
So they're really going all in on AI.
They are.
What are the implications of all this for the rest of the world?
So if they're successful, it could really encourage other countries to step up their own AI game.
Right, like a Whipple effect.
Exactly.
Do you think they could actually become a global leader in AI?
I think they have a real shot.
Okay.
They have the money, they have the vision, they're attracting top talent.
Right?
And they're working with the global community.
Yeah, they're not just going it alone.
So they're not just trying to build an AI powerhouse for themselves.
Right.
They're trying to shape the future of AI for everyone.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
But there are challenges.
Well, of course, any big project like this will have challenges.
What are some of the hurdles they might face?
One big one is attracting and keeping the best people.
Right, because the competition for AI talent is fierce.
It's a global race.
Yeah.
They'll need to offer good salaries and a good work environment.
So it's not just about the money.
Right. It's about creating a place where people want to work.
A place that's stimulating and innovative.
Exactly.
What other challenges do you see?
Another challenge is education.
Okay.
They need to make sure they have a good pipeline of local talent.
Right, they can't just rely on people from other countries.
Exactly. They need to invest in their own people.
It's a long-term strategy.
It is, but it's essential for their success.
And then there's the whole ethical side of AI.
Right, which we'll talk about more in a bit.
Looking forward to that.
It's a really important topic.
So the UAE is being really ambitious with their AI strategy.
They are.
But it's still early days.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it all plays out.
It's a really interesting experiment.
It is, and it raises some big questions about the future.
Yeah, like what does it mean to be a leader in AI?
And what does it mean for the rest of the world?
And how do we make sure AI is used for good?
Those are all big questions.
Yeah, but I think the UAE is asking the right questions.
I agree.
And they're taking a really thoughtful approach.
Yeah, it's exciting to watch.
All right, let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back to discuss the ethical considerations.
Sounds good.
I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on that.
I think it'll be a fascinating discussion.
We'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, so we're back and ready to, tackle the big ethical questions.
The ethical side of AI?
Yeah, surrounding AI.
That's a big one.
Yeah, we can't talk about AI without talking about this stuff.
Definitely not. It's too important.
It's like AI is this powerful tool.
But it could be used for good or bad.
Exactly. And the UAE knows that they've made ethics a core part of their strategy.
Okay, so we talked about their commitment to responsible AI.
Right.
But let's get into the specifics.
Right.
What are, the big ethical challenges they're thinking about?
So one of the biggest ones is bias.
Bias?
Yeah. AI algorithms learn from data.
Right.
And if the data is biased, the AI will be biased too.
So, if you train an AI on hiring data, and that data shows that men are usually hired, then the AI might learn to discriminate against women.
Exactly. It might think that men are better candidates.
Even if that's not true.
Right. And these biases can be hard to spot.
Yeah, they can be hidden.
They can be in the data itself or in the way the algorithms are designed.
So how are they trying to fix this?
So they're promoting data diversity, making sure that the data they use represents their whole population.
Makes sense.
And they're building tools to try and detect and fix bias.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Yeah. It's a tough challenge.
Yeah, it's tricky.
What other ethical issues are they looking at?
Yeah, what else?
So transparency and accountability are big ones.
Okay.
AI systems can be really complex.
Right.
It's not always clear how they're making decisions.
So, who's responsible when something goes wrong?
Yeah, that's the question.
Right.
So the UAE's is encouraging companies to be more open about how their AI works.
Right. So we can understand it better.
Exactly.
And they're working on clear lines of accountability.
Yeah, so we know who's in charge.
So if an AI makes a mistake, we know who to blame.
Or if it causes harm,
Yeah, makes sense.
Now, we talked about job displacement.
Right, AI taking people's jobs.
Yeah, and the UAE is thinking about that from an ethical perspective.
Okay.
They want to make sure everyone benefits from AI.
So it's not just about efficiency and progress.
Right, it's about fairness too.
They're looking at that universal basic income idea, right?
They are. It's a way to ensure everyone has a safety net.
Yeah, even if AI takes their job.
Exactly.
It's a pretty radical idea.
It is, but it shows they're thinking about the big picture.
So all these ethical challenges make me think about something bigger.
Okay.
Like, what does AI mean for what it means to be human?
That's a deep question.
Yeah, like, if machines can do all this stuff.
Write poetry, make music.
Yeah.
Solve problems.
Does that make us less human?
It's a good question.
Or does it just mean we need to redefine what it means to be human?
I think that's what we're figuring out right now.
It's a really interesting time to be alive.
It is. AI is forcing us to confront some big questions.
Yeah, and the UAE is right in the middle of all of it.
They are, and they're taking it seriously.
Which is good to see.
They're trying to find the right balance.
Yeah, between progress and responsibility.
Exactly.
Well, we've learned a lot about the UAE and their AI strategy today.
It's been a really interesting deep dive.
Yeah, it's clear that AI is not just some tech thing.
It's a societal thing.
Yeah, it's going to change everything.
It already is.
And it's up to all of us to make sure it's used for good.
We all have a role to play.
So thanks for joining us on this journey.
It's been a pleasure.
Keep exploring, keep learning.
And keep asking those big questions.
We'll see you next time for another deep dive.